This is Jackie with Inthekeyofchange.com. I am here with members of Madison Apart.
Yep, close.
Take 5. That's a great picture, by the way.
That is a good picture. That's probably one of the best pictures you've ever seen, isn't it? Look at there's a lot of stuff going on right there. There's a lot going on.
Take
Maybe
2.
one of the questions about like the promo pictures we can talk about.
Okay, sounds good. This is Jackie with Inthekeyofchange.com. I'm here with the members of Madison Apart. We are here at Intensity Fest. It's a little warm, but not too bad. How do you guys stick out on a long roster of bands all day?
I can take that one. Pretty much, we approach every show the same exact way. Whether there's 10 kids or 500 kids, we go out there. We have a ton of energy, and I think the one thing about our band and our music that sticks out is that we literally just have a good time. Our songs are about having a good time. We don't take ourselves too seriously. You'll find us smacking each other's butts on stage and doing silly dance motions. So honestly, I feel like that makes us stick out because you have a lot of these bands that, obviously their music is very serious, so they're very serious on stage. To where our motto is we came here to party, and that's what we do every single show.
I'm jealous. I would love to party every single show. Now, you guys won the Battle of the Bands.
Right.
So you are chosen by the fans. How did you manage that?
I mean, basically, what happened was we got hit up a few days prior to when the Battle of the Bands was actually going to happen, and we said, screw it, let's do it. You know what I mean? Whatever. And it was a 2-night thing. We qualified past the first night, and then we didn't think we were actually going to win because there was a lot of good bands, and we're from the area and everything, and we won the whole thing. So we're really excited. We went to Pennsylvania, played the Alliance Festival. And then playing today was great because we're the only local band and everybody that was here is from around here. So hopefully we got some new fans and people are interested in our music, and we've been doing it for a while. So you got to do what you got to do. I got nothing.
There you go.
It must be fun to play in front of literally your friends and get them to come over. Very cool. And when they say they're in for fun, they mean it. Take a look. So tell me about this photo shoot. I don't know if I can zoom in enough on that wackiness. Yeah. What happened and how much beer was involved?
It was actually my birthday. We were having a barbecue, and we had a friend over there with a nice camera, and we were like, hey, let's do some new band photos. And we had a keg there, and we decided to give Jeremy a nice little keg stand. And there's a fire going on. You want to say something about it?
I mean, I'll say something about it. Yeah. Yeah, basically, I mean, because every picture you take is kind of awkward. You're like, oh, smile and pose and whatever. But I can honestly say, out of the years of playing in band, this is probably the first picture where it just came natural. Because actually, it was my house, and like you were saying, it was a big party, and we just kind of set up, and we're like, hey, we're just feeling it, and we weren't trying to be like, look serious or look mean or hands out of the pockets. We just did pretty much what seems natural. So that promotional picture, so many people said, wow, that's just the greatest picture. And I honestly, I feel like I'm a little desensitized to it now. So breathing new life into it is, looking for as it is a pretty phenomenal picture. So anything to say about it? Yeah, it's a pretty. I mean,
picture I've ever seen in my life.
I feel like you should show it again because there's fire, there's fire, there's a keg. There's a keg. There's
a kiddie pool.
A kiddie pool, yeah.
I mean, what do you want to say about it? It's
If
pretty.
you look close enough, you find Waldo in there
Exactly.
somewhere. I don't
It's
know.
pretty.
Yep.
It's pretty good.
Some birthday parties and cameras go awry. You make album art. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Now I've lost all train of thought. All right. What role does social media play in your band's success?
It's actually been pretty crazy because I didn't join this band until like a year and a half ago. They were
Tell them how we found you.
Yeah, they were looking for a drummer, and they found me actually through YouTube. I put like a bunch of drum videos on there, and I put a couple videos of me covering music like from video games, but I'll do it in a really weird way, like with wine glasses or beer bottles, or like 2 beer bottles and stuff. So that's gotten like a lot.
He's in the Nintendo magazine and stuff.
He's being really modest right now.
He's
It's
like
kind of a
over
big deal.
2 million views on his videos and stuff. So
But yeah,
he's kind of a
they've
celebrity.
found me through that, so it's pretty crazy. But that's played a crucial role of just bringing me to find these guys. So
And honestly, back in the day, pre-MySpace days. It was, booking tours were a lot harder. I went way back with it. So like now, I mean, entire tours are booked through Facebook and through social media. So it's a lot easier to, book an entire tour and jump on shows with some of your favorite bands. So, I mean, I feel like social media is, it's just getting bigger and bigger. Like us on Facebook. Madison Apart.
Got 'em.
So clearly social media is important. What about making videos? Obviously it was important for you. You wouldn't be here. You wouldn't have a job.
We actually just did a music video for Pat Benatar's song "Love Is a Battlefield." It is epic, to say the least. I don't even care. I challenge any local band without national label support to outdo our video because there are T-Rexes, mullets, and fireworks. So, and dragons. If you can outdo that, you've done something.
Touche. So obviously, making music videos is still important in 2013 for you guys.
We do it all ourselves. We have a really good time doing it too.
We actually got how many views in 48 hours? 3,000 views in 48 hours, something like that. So.
Very cool. So speaking of do-it-yourself, there are a lot of crowdsourcing websites like Indiegogo and Kickstarter, and I'm sure there are others that I've yet to stumble upon. Would you guys go that route by getting fans to sort of help pay for your album, or do you like to do it yourself?
We actually record our own stuff. Kyle's actually one of our... We all do something more than just play our instruments in this band. He's a videographer. I'm a videographer. He records all of our music. Jeremy's really good with the social media stuff.
Good T-Rex impression. Does about all.
He's got an awesome T-Rex impression. But
now you have to show it. No, you have to. You have to.
You're gonna come from this way.
All right, coming from this way.
Yes, please.
Are we gonna like cut and paste or?
No.
Not good. All right, it's your time to shine, bro.
T-Rex impression. Look out. I gotta get out of the way.
hey, do it.
Stand by for the T-Rex impression.
They battle. I don't know. It's weird. Things happen.
Get low. Hey, get low.
Land before time.
Super low.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, dude.
I don't think I've ever had a T-Rex impression during an interview, so there we go.
Jackie, was it good?
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
I mean, Jurassic Park wanted to get me in the new movie, but I've just got too many obligations with him, so.
Well, now you can show this video clip and get another job. Apparently, that's what y'all are good at. There's nothing wrong with that. I know that you guys are sort of a younger band, but are there any social causes or charities that either you have supported in the past or that you'd like to support?
We actually, we did a tour. Okay, we've been on and off a little bit. We took a break for a while. I moved to Florida. We all kind of pursued our own things. But before that, we did a couple tours. One of them was like the Cancer Fall tour, where it was all the extra money went straight towards St. Jude's. And since we've got back together, we're actually sort of deciding what we're going to go with as far as like a new It's always good to have a goal or mission to help something. We're always for it, I know we've been discussing, I actually, outside of the band, I work for the American Diabetes Association, so we were discussing, they put on some, events where, they do music and they raise money and stuff like that, and, that's something we've been kind of rolling around in our heads a little bit as a good support. My dad's diabetic, and, it's something that's important to me, and we've talked about it, but we haven't actually made that step yet because we're kind of getting everything back together again, so.
Fair enough. One cause or charity that this event is supported by Psych, which is for a smoke-free community. How many of you all are non-smokers?
We're all non-smokers.
You're all non-smokers. What is the dumbest thing someone has said to you to try to get you to smoke a cigarette?
I got this one. All right, so I was like 13, and my older brother and his friend were outside smoking cigarettes, so they were just like, hey, come smoke a cigarette, because they didn't want me to tell on them, so they were like, if he smokes too, then I'm not going to get in trouble. So pretty much they tried to get me to smoke a cigarette with them so they wouldn't get in trouble, but I did not smoke.
I thought I was going to go somewhere. I was like...
About what? I'm just saying, that was the stupidest... I mean, my brother was trying to, all right, I got nothing. All right, whatever, we'll,
made something up better than that.
Just tell them to butt out.
There it is. There it is.
Tell them to butt out.
Oh yeah, just butt out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would just say, I will say, you think like in middle school and everything, peer pressure, everything. I still get peer pressured every day. It's like, man, why don't you a smoker? So it's just, hey, come on, man, why are you gonna call me out? You just said you're a young man. You're like, hey, he's 30. Hey, I'm not 30 yet.
I know.
Come on, how old are you? No, let's not do the age game. There you go. Yeah, but I will just say I get peer pressure on a daily basis, and it's basically whatever you feel like comfortable doing. I personally have never been a smoker, so that's just me. So
Drug is our music.
So it's weird that you get peer pressured even as an adult. We'll call it that.
there you go.
So how
Not
do
a
you-
senior citizen yet.
I thought we were going to stop with the age thing. I can't win. So, forget it. See, I'm old and senile now. I lost my train of thought. A lot of metal and rock fans, they don't get to listen to their bands on the radio. They have to go to an event and see it live. How would smoking affect those fans? Stump them. Think about those small venues that metal and rock fans get to listen to.
Insane. Like how being in the environment of smoking, like in a smoking place, and like being a younger kid trying to go.
Well, Virginia kind of changed their law, I think, almost a year ago now, that there is no more smoking in venues and stuff. And I think that's actually cleaned up the bars a lot, because kids and parents actually, because the parents are the ones driving the kids to the shows, they're at ease now dropping their kids off in a smoke-free environment, and they're not getting that peer pressure and stuff. So as far as we know, Virginia is actually cleaned up a lot with smoking indoors and
I
stuff.
will say, add on to this, there's a venue that we all grew up playing, and it was called Jackson Springfield. And now it's called Empires under new management. Well, basically, I remember being 16, 17 all the time. All the time going there, and when I would get home, my parents were like, Wesley, were you smoking a cigarette? My mom, I'm in a band, and there's smoke. But it wasn't just Jackson, it was every venue that we went to. Now, I can't say the last time that we played a venue where I've gone home smelling a cigarette. So I would have loved it when I was 16, but I like it, just as much, being older, where I can be like, hey, I'm not going to try to be dirty, but I can wear these pants the next day. So,
Right, yeah.
so that is nice, and I think it is nicer for the younger generation to not having to have had experienced that. So it's, hopefully it'll, keep up like that.
So times have changed, but more importantly, what's up next for the band?
Whatever comes. We basically, I got an email for this Battle of the Bands on a Monday. We ended up playing on a Friday, and we're here now. We kind of go with the flow, and we're always looking for show opportunities, and there's nothing we've turned down, really. So, as far as
Jurassic Park openings?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Unless like Steven Spielberg, I don't know if Steven Spielberg is on the next one, but I mean, if you got his email or anything, I feel like I could take this promo and give it to him and some
check out Love is a Battlefield, the music video. I really think you'll enjoy it.
Our motto has always been, we will play anywhere, anytime. If we walk away with one new fan, then we did something. So there's not a lot of shows that we will turn down just because, we want to get our music out there to everybody possible.
And I will say, it's not a manufactured thing, just kind of like what Jeremy was saying. It doesn't matter if there's 5 people out there. We have a good time on stage because, we're all, as you get older, it's kind of like a family thing. So, when on stage, it's kind of like,
We just love
it's a good
playing
time.
music.
Exactly. Yep.
So from new fans to keg stands, listen and look out for more from Madison Apart. This is Jackie with Inthekeyofchange.com.